Deep in the heart of the Louisiana Bayou, the air hangs heavy with the scent of damp earth and ancient forgotten secrets. The moss clings to the cypress trees like funeral shrouds, swaying in a breeze that feels far too cold for a southern summer night. Elias had heard the stories since he was a boy, but he never believed the swamp could hold something so truly malevolent. He looks over his shoulder, the feeling of being watched prickling at the back of his neck like 1,000 tiny needles. The boundary between the world of the living and the whispers of the dead is thin here, marked by iron and rot. Every creak of the sign feels like a warning, a desperate plea for the living to turn back before the water claims them. But Elias has a debt to settle, and the answers he seeks lie deep within the heart of the darkening marsh. He steps onto the soft, unstable ground, his boots sinking into the mud as the humidity wraps around him like a wet blanket. In the town square, they only speak of this place in hushed tones, hidden behind gloved hands and closed doors. They remember the nights the fog rolled in too thick, and the people who went looking for the light and never returned. The swamp is a graveyard of memories, decorated with the strange offerings of those who tried to appease the spirits. Strange patterns carved into bone, swaying rhythmically as if counting down the seconds until the sun disappears completely. Then the air goes still. The crickets fall silent, and the very water seems to hold its breath in anticipation. Out of the thickest mist, a figure begins to take shape, taller than any man, draped in tattered, mossy robes. The swamp spectre. Its eyes are two piercing beacons of white light, cutting through the gloom like searchlights in a storm. Elias freezes. The terror is a physical weight, pinning him to the spot as the spectre glides across the water's surface. Suddenly, the wind howls with 1,000 voices. The swamp water rises, churning into a violent, neon-colored whirlpool around them. The spectre reaches out a clawed, translucent hand, its fingers extending like the roots of an ancient, dying oak tree. A flash of light, a silent scream, and then nothing but the sound of the water settling back into its deceptive calm. The sun has set completely now. The legend has claimed another soul, adding one more chapter to the dark history of the South. In the bayou, some things are better left undisturbed, buried deep where the moon is the only witness to the truth.